Hiya.
Hey!
We're back.
We're back.
Cheers. We're back in many ways. I'm back from vacation, and we're back at our former place,
our
old bar, which is the new bar, the Urban Tavern in Edmonton on Jasper 116. So come on down and enjoy a few beverages, and they're nice people.
Yeah, they're really nice people. But they keep welcoming us back. I mean, it's got to be worth something, right?
Yeah, people keep inviting us back. They must be nice or strange.
There you go. So, Gord and Wayne
Hi.
reviewing Amazing Race Canada Season 5.
I forgot what episode we're on. 6?
Well, we didn't do 4 or 5, and now we're on to 6.
Are
So,
we?
shall we do a quick review of 4 and 5 since I was a little too busy to do them without you?
I was on vacation, that's true.
That was the international
We could.
legs.
Yeah, the international
quick
legs.
review of the international legs.
They went to China, and they went to Bangkok, and then they went somewhere else.
It was, yeah. Beijing, Shanghai, Bangkok. A lot of running.
Yeah,
There was a lot of running. There was a lot of repetitive tasks that we've seen before in different seasons.
A lot of the tasks we've seen in other seasons, the American season. The diving one, the tuk-tuk cleaning one. There's another one where we've seen another.
The surfing one.
The surfing one, we've seen that a couple times already.
Yeah.
There's a choreography one. I didn't mind these legs so much because I prefer international legs now because teams have language issues,
Cab issues.
So it was a little more interesting.
There was a little more interest to it. There was a little more visual interest as well. A lot more things to see.
Yep.
It was very interesting for that. But it's not. It's
still
not. This is not their best season.
It is not their best season.
You know,
so far. This was up a bit, but it was still.
Exactly.
Okay. I mean, I'm experiencing it through because I have these people from the UK, and the boys are teenagers. They're watching Amazing Race of any sort for the first time, and they're excited.
Yes.
But I'm saying, and I'm excited with them, but it's still, I'm saying it's not
The excitement is
same.
contagious if you're with the right group.
But I'm still going, it's still not as good as it can be. So watch other seasons, and then you'll really see what it comes.
The international leg.
One of the good teams, Zed and Shabir are gone.
Shabir are gone. They just, at that point he was doing the surfing one, and he just couldn't get the grasp of the balancing part and grabbing the flag.
Their mistake was
They waited too long to switch.
No, their mistake was read the clue of the puppetry one, which said, "Do not speak," and they're going, "Move left, move
They would
right."
have been through that so much faster because they had everything else.
Yeah.
But he kept talking.
That's the problem. So
That would probably be my problem. Duct tape.
That is its problem. But then if he talks, nothing happens. My mom actually says, "You don't talk as much in the videos." I said, "I'm with Gord." It's actually my first time my mom is watching these things.
That means something.
So
My mother doesn't watch them.
Zed and Shabir are gone, and we miss them because they're an interesting team.
They're an interesting team.
Good relationship.
And Shabir was in our age group. He was the last remaining vestige of adulthood, shall we say.
Only person left who was over 36.
Yeah.
Which is
kind of sad.
It was kind of sad. Bert is the oldest guy left.
Episode 6.
6.
So, they're leaving Bangkok. Everyone's flying back to Ottawa. They're coming home to Canada. I have no problem with that. It is, we're celebrating Canada's 150th year. We should be doing some legs in Canada. I get it. Ottawa's fine, but we've been to Ottawa.
We've been to Ottawa before.
Yeah.
And so, I like Ottawa. It's very nice. And I see why they came, because you just said.
Yeah.
But we've been there.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
So what do we do in Ottawa? Well, we didn't do. What did they do in Ottawa?
Oh, they did, I forgot. See, this is part of the race.
This is the problem.
We're going, what did they do? I can't really remember because a lot of it wasn't memorable. The most interesting part of this race, I think, was someone else, was when one of the giver guys saw his actual brother on the street.
Racing towards him.
Said, "Hey, it's my brother!" Ah!
His brother has a very odd run when he's excited.
They do, I can't remember. And that says, we can't remember.
And that's the problem. That's been the problem with the whole season.
Well, they came to Ottawa and they had to go to where? They had to drive somewhere. See,
it's just that bad.
It's like crickets.
It's like
they had a roadblock.
There was a roadblock.
What was the roadblock?
The roadblock. Okay, so the roadblock. They had to go to the RCMP and clean the horse.
Is that the first thing they did?
Dress the horse. But that wasn't the first thing. There was something before the roadblock.
Yeah, we're just drawing a blank.
And it was so bad.
Can't remember.
Maybe it's us.
It's us.
But it's just yesterday.
We're old. So
And we didn't drink that
and the
much before we got
RCMP
here.
roadblock, even though we had the horses are nice, it's still we've done an RCMP roadblock in season 1.
Yeah,
When they
not
had
the
to-
same, but
No, but they still had to do something clean a place, so the guy would say
they had
"You've done a
to
good
do
job."
the quarters.
And yeah, cleaning the horse is nice, but I would a little more again. Do more than just clean and pack the horse. A little more.
And then ride from one end of the arena to the other between two RCMP.
It was
This is not a challenge.
It was an okay, but it wasn't super hard.
It was lame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was so mean. It was lame. I said it's not so hard. It was lame.
It was lame. I'm sorry, it was lame. After the roadblock, of course, we've got the double U-turn coming up.
Yeah. So it's the detour.
And at some point, we're going to remember what they actually did first.
The detour was we talked about. The detour was the tulip one, and then the art.
And then
Art bank.
The art bank. And we would have done the art bank.
Well, we're art guys. You're
We're
the art guy. You would
We're
love
art
that.
guys. I would love that. And it's numerical. It's a systematic filing system. You have the number, you find the spot. Everything is by the number. You get in and out of there. I mean, the Giver guys were in and out of there in no time when they had to do it.
Yes, you gave something away.
I
Spoiler
gave
alert.
something away. Oh boy, it was last night. These people should have watched it by now.
Yeah, that's true.
Then you have to go all the way to where the double U-turn board is, make your decisions whether or not you're actually going to U-turn something.
Karen
Now,
and Bert got there first because they
Karen and Bert got there
nailed
first.
the tulip cart
Oh, they
pass
did?
like that. So go Edmonton, but I would have U-turned someone.
I probably would have too. I think that's kind of our mindset. We would have U-turned a strong
I would
team
have picked a
behind
strong
us.
team behind
Yeah.
us. And
They decided not to. And then earlier in the episode, the three of the teams did decide they were going to form an alliance. That was Adam and Andrea, Andrea and Ebony, and Sam and Paul. Sam and Paul? Yeah, Sam and Paul.
Sam and Paul.
They decided that they're going to form an alliance and they're going to not U-turn each other. They will U-turn a stronger team.
Yeah, they said they would U-turn. If they got there, they would U-turn someone and take up the space so they would get U-turned.
So Karen and Bert got to the U-turn board first.
They don't-
And then they didn't U-turn anybody. They decided that's not the game they want to play. They want to play on their own merit. They don't want to delay anybody else. They want to win based on merit. Okay, I get that. I'm all for
I
it.
never get that.
Not really the way to play
I
the
never
race
get
when you're down to 6 teams. You want to get somebody out here.
It's like when you're playing a sport, you're playing hockey, you say, I'm not going to check him because I want to score on my own merits. No, I'm going to take him out because it's part of
we're
the
taking it out.
game.
That's it. We're
It's
taking
part
it out.
of the game.
Sam and Paul show up and they're like, they stick with the agreement. They're going to U-turn a stronger team. So they U-turn the Giver guys. Kenneth and Ryan, okay.
I can see that.
Could U-turn them. They are a strong
They
team.
are a strong
I
team.
still find them a little irritating. I still find the yelling at the camera thing a little forced. But I think
getting
outside of the game, they might actually be interesting guys. I don't know.
I
They'd
think
probably
it-
be fun to have a beer with.
It's getting less.
It's getting less.
Yeah, it's getting
They're
less.
becoming less of a, I dislike them less. They probably hate me, but I don't care.
Well, just join the club of people who hate Gord.
There's a long
It's
list.
a big club.
Yeah.
It's a waiting list.
There's a lot of people who love me too.
People
It's
who
a-
like Gord is
it's
also
a
a nice
shorter
club.
list.
It's also a nice club too, and there's a waiting list for that one. Not a big one, but a waiting list.
Anyway, so Sam and Paul U-turn the Giver guys, and
And
Adam and Andrea
show up.
show up, and they're like, now Ebony and Andrea had left
Yes.
the tulip task way ahead of everybody.
Way ahead.
Like they had a lot of time before Adam and Andrea did, and they're like, they didn't U-turn anybody. They must have gotten here by now. They didn't U-turn.
What's going on?
So they decided rather than putting a target on themselves and sticking to their agreement, they decide not to U-turn anybody.
Always stick to the. If you make an agreement in the race,
If
and
you
you go
make an
like,
agreement, you
how
can
come they're
stick
not
to it.
here? It's like,
Yeah.
well, there's probably a reason why. So I'm going to stick to the agreement and put it up.
Yeah, don't second
And I
guess
think-
it, just do it.
And I think throughout the rest of this thing, they were going like, oh, I think we should have done that. I think they realized.
They
that-
realized they had made
Mistake.
an error in judgment at that point. And it could have, that could have been a problem, and may become a problem later in the race because they're not,
Because-
now all of a sudden they're not doing what they say they're going to do. So now
Because-
everybody's going to judge them in an alliance.
The other teams came up, and Andrea and Ebony were U-turned.
Yes.
So the fact that they didn't take that space,
Corey and Ivana
caused-
had gotten up behind them and U-turned. Yeah.
which was a good move by Corey.
It was.
I mean,
Because, you know,
this is the first part of time in this season where we're actually seeing some interaction between the teams.
yes,
It's not much. It's just a little bit.
it's a little more interesting.
Slightly, not compared to other seasons where where Joanne tells Brett and Holly to fuck off. That's
They
interesting.
have to do a citizenship test.
I liked Ottawa. We had a good time.
And it's a pretty easy test overall, but apparently not for everyone. Some
Well-
people have test anxiety. I get that.
I get that. Yes, some people have test anxiety, and some people
13 attempts?
don't.
That's
yeah,
a lot
that's
of test anxiety.
And sure, people have said I would have done that test, and our friend Kurt put a link where you actually can do the test where it's timed. I did it in 2 minutes and got one wrong. Only because I accidentally pushed the wrong button. It's not that hard.
Yeah.
I mean, blah blah blah. It wasn't that hard.
Who built the CN Tower?
I did.
There you go. See, that would have been the answer.
And then Andrew get that first, and this is one of the first times where we have a team repeating and winning.
Yeah, so they've won another leg,
Yep.
and everybody else eventually, after 8 attempts, 9 attempts, 13 attempts, eventually everybody gets
the
done.
test.
Meanwhile, of course, the Giver guys and Kenneth and Ryan and Andrea and Ebony have to go to the, I think it's the Arts Council or whatever, to do
Canadian Council.
Yeah, to do the run through the gallery and catalog 20 pictures and hand that in to the curator and then get the next clip. That was an easy task. We would have done that right from the start.
Yeah, we said that already. So
Yeah.
I've seen art.
But eventually it was down to those two teams
The
left.
point is, here they come.
They managed to get out of there first. They were
Andrew and
15.
Ebony show up at the mat,
They're the
thinking they're
last team to
gone.
arrive. They're down. They're like, And then John says, "This is a non-elimination leg."
I mean, come on. I've heard people say, wait till next episode to see how it turns out. But come on, why have U-turns on a non-elimination leg? I mean, sure, maybe it creates team
creates
drama.
drama. Sure.
It might. Well, it better create
God,
real
let's
drama.
hope.
If it doesn't create the drama, like teams really starting to hate each other,
Yeah.
or just sort of like, oh, I don't like you anymore.
No, let's be honest. They're all Canadians. They love each other. Come
Yeah.
on. There's no hate among Canadians.
Shut up.
Yeah, okay, right. Anyway, that's it. That's
I want, if there's a U-turn,
They're a lot
I
more
want an
excited to
elimination
still
leg.
be in the
I
race.
want an elimination leg.
Right.
And we'll see this is the second time that the Canadian thing is done. And it did create drama last time.
No,
So it probably will create, because like I said, we're Canadian.
we're not angry Americans.
It might
We're Canadians.
create some minor drama, but
Yeah.
just the way
It'll pass.
Just the way the three, what are those things? Express passes created drama for a brief period. It was just
For
short
one
drama,
episode.
Bang, gone. There's no overall arc, story, drama created through this whole season. That's what bugs me. Just little bits here and there,
Yeah.
little drama bits, but no overall arc of drama and teams against each other that we've had in other seasons.
So,
Anyway,
there's our really quick 3-episode recap.
are we still grumpy?
I think so. We're not enjoying this season as much as we think we should.
Yeah. Because a lot of people are agreeing with us, saying this is not a strong season.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
And it's unfortunate because I'm hoping that doesn't reflect on
Well-
another season.
Big Brother came back.
It
so
did.
That happened. So, but I don't want that happens. We have to go online and protest to get Big Brother back. That's what happened to Big Brother.
Yeah.
Fans went on and said, we want it
We
back.
want it
and
back, so
the network
they
was
brought it back.
okay.
Yeah.
But I don't want that to happen.
No, it
So-
shouldn't have to happen. This is one of the best shows out there.
It was, not this season.
This season is not
It
great,
is not that great.
but that's
Well-
that's just our opinion. Your opinion may differ. It'll be wrong, but it may differ. Yeah.
Anyway, cheers. I'm hungry.
See you next week.